On the Shopify side, then, I see a lot of like small apparel brands, maybe somebody who has like a side hustle wanting to do a dropship business. I see
Yeah.
it more utilized there. And I'm sure it can do things at scale, but I've also seen a lot of people move from Shopify to BigCommerce, and I suspect that it happens due to maybe a certain size or fees of Shopify, although have like a really low barrier of entry.
Yeah.
Maybe at scale, when the business scales, get kind of expensive. Could you talk me through the difference in the way those agreements are structured for Shopify versus BigCommerce? Like, what are
Mhm.
the contractual differences on why it might start making more sense to switch over to a different model like
Yeah.
BigCommerce has?
Yeah. So first off, I'm glad you bring up Shopify because Shopify is very popular and for good reason. Shopify is a pretty good platform if you're looking for a specific solution, right? Shopify is really strong for small merchants or merchants that are getting started, as you mentioned, people who are running a side hustle, or maybe mom and pop shops that have run a corner store for a while and now they want to explore e-commerce. Shopify is going to be a great solution for that. The cool thing about Shopify is that within their app ecosystem, you have a ton of different options to choose from, but when you have so many options, all of them aren't going to be the best quality. And so that's one thing that we run into in the Shopify ecosystem. But to answer your question, merchants who are on Shopify might consider changing to BigCommerce eventually once they start making around $5 million. And the
In
reason
annual
being,
revenue or e-commerce revenue?
in e-commerce revenue. The reason being, Shopify and BigCommerce, you both pay a monthly subscription to have access to their platforms. Now, with Shopify, they also act as a payment processor. And so when you sign up for a Shopify account, you have a rate that you're going to be paying on each transaction that goes through that website. With BigCommerce, they are truly just an e-commerce hosting platform. They do not have their own payment like processor software, so you can really leverage whatever other software you want. And Shopify just works a little bit different. So it makes sense to change from Shopify to BigCommerce once the fees that you're paying on your Shopify transactions outweigh the fees that you would be paying on your transactions on BigCommerce if you could go with a better payment provider. I mean, that could mean a lot of different things for merchants. Like we'd really need to, chat with somebody to figure out when it would be the right change or the right time for a change rather. And we see that happen about around the $5 million mark when somebody's doing around $5 million worth of business in online revenue, what they do through their e-commerce site. That's generally when we see that worthwhile.